Hello, my name is Deacon Sean Mulcare. I was recently ordained a deacon this past May, and I'm with the Diocese of St. Paul, Minneapolis. This past summer, I was with St. Pius X in White Bear Lake for my deacon experience, and it was incredibly blessed. Father T.J. McKenzie was a wonderful, wonderful pastor. I learned so much about what being a deacon is actually like, and a lot of the things that I thought were going to be extremely challenging, like preaching and being out in front of people, all these fears I had, they turned out to be great blessings and gave me a lot of joy, a lot of life, and tons of energy. So now, after this deacon summer, I can't wait for priesthood. I'm really, really excited for just the future, especially just being up there, not only with Father, but actually saying the words of consecration and confession, being able to be there for people who are suffering and with heavy weights on their souls. I can't wait for that aspect of the priesthood. I'd say one of the biggest joys of seminary formation for the past 7 years would be the brotherhood. The friendships that have been built over these past years have been incredibly blessed. I'm so grateful for so many relationships that are just so focused on God. It's not just focused on hanging out around the TV or playing games and stuff like that, but it's actually centered around God. It's centered around Christ. And when you have other people that you're walking towards God with, that makes such a difference. It brings so much purpose, so much joy, and it inspires me to just pursue God even more. So I'm really grateful for that aspect of seminary. There's been one consistent theme, I think, throughout all of my time of seminary, and I think it all just boils down to trust. God's been trying to get me to trust Him with my entire life, and it's hard. Sometimes it can be really challenging. We can get so fearful. I can get so anxious about the future, but God just wanted me to trust Him. And I really learned that this past year when I got ordained a deacon. It was a great test of my trust. Do I trust that God is able to work through even me in all of my weakness and all my inadequacies? Will He work through me? And yeah, it's an incredible, incredible thing when we walk in trust instead of in fear. And that makes such a difference in life. So I'm so grateful to God for just being so patient with me, for leading me to Him with a deeper trust and helping me to follow Him unreservedly. It makes such a difference. I'm very grateful. My relationship with Jesus has definitely evolved and grown over the past 7-8 years of seminary. I used to think that relationship with Jesus was just a stagnant thing. It doesn't actually grow and develop, but I've come to realize that over the years, God's grace, God's intimacy is so, so real, and it's so fulfilling. It brings so much satisfaction and joy, and it changes everything. Especially as we just grow deeper in prayer. Over at the seminary, we do a holy hour every day. And, at the beginning of seminary, in the first year, it was hard, praying for an hour in silence, and just definitely not an easy thing. But over the years, you just come to realize that prayer, the gift of the holy hour, is incredible. Now I can't imagine, my day without prayer. It makes such a difference, and it completely affects everything. So I'm really, really grateful that the seminary has deeply instilled this in my heart.